1988, 32 years ago. And what would the boss devotee have on his board, or her board? Let's check this out right now. So first up, we've got the Cs3 Compressor. This came along in 1986. They have never really replaced it with anything. There's a digital version a few years ago, but this one is still quite popular and a lot of people like them. I've had one on my board for over 20 years, from 1992 until around 2017. Yeah, did lots of live gigs with those, with that pedal. Next, the Ds2 Turbo Distortion. This came along in 1987 and packed quite a wallop. I think the Ds2 was supposed to be called Red Zone. I read in the Boss book it was going to be metallic red. But I think, you know, it was the time of the Star Wars program and stuff, Reagan's America. And they thought, nah, it sounds a little bit too communist. But, I mean, if that was, you know, metallic candy apple red, it would just add to it, you know. The orange is cool, but, you know, I like the myth. Don't worry, there's no candy apple red ones out there. I'm sure you can make one if you sprayed one and got the correct decal for it. Yeah, I'm sure you could do that nowadays. Anyway, it's one of the Boss mids. Ps2 Pitch Shifter. This is a lot of technology crammed in. These came out in 1987, and there's actually 2 circuit boards in there. A lot of stuff going on inside it. I bought this one in 94 used, and I still have it. Don't use it because they don't sound that good now. But like I said, they're good fun. I mean, it must have been amazing back then to have this on your board, or you can mess with it with vocals and everything. It's not the best sounding pedal, but it's a cool pedal. I like the color. The DC3. This was produced in 1988. Digital Dimension, again another through stereo cores. It means that the A and B signals are affected by the chorus to give a sense of space. This replaced the DC2, which is a legend. Again, I've done other videos on this comparing the two. This does not sound like the DC2. The only thing in common is that they share the word dimension. They're very, very different. This one has tone control, level, you know, like a regular Boss pedal. Yeah, so fully digital and very 80s. Boss upped the game with the NS2 in 1987, and this was a noise suppressor you could put on a loop and to give you a nice noise-free board. And there's also a mute switch on it for tuning, or if you want to have a break during a gig. Very, very handy. And it's got a little indicator here for when the noise reduction kicks in. These are still being produced, believe it or not, and very, very popular, and a great pedal to use on the board because you can power the pedals with them. You can pick them up very cheaply. Yeah, I had another one. I had 2. I don't know what I did with the other one. This is a Japan made one. I had a Taiwan. I should have kept it. I don't know where it went. And finally, the DD3. DD3 was produced from 1986, but it was realistically a rebadged version of the DD2, which came along in 1983. It was the world's first compact digital delay. The chip ran all the way right across the inside of the board. just fit in by a hair's width. Is that what I'm trying to say? So yeah, again, it's an analog circuit with a digital processor. That's why they sound warm even today. I haven't used digital delay for nearly a decade, but this one is one I would use if I ran out of analog delays or if they broke down on me. Great delay, and I think the newer models are all printed board. I can't remember, but this has the actual caps in it. This is an old one. I think this is from 1988, 89. I can't remember. It's old anyway. I bought it back in '93 for $50. Right, so here they are. All I gotta do is wire them up. Right, so all wired up and ready to go. The amp is an orange Rocker Verb 50. Guitar, Fender Highway 1 Stratocaster. Right, the noise suppressor is on. Mutes it off a little bit there. This is just clean in the second position with a little bit of amp reverb. Compressor. Neck. Bridge. Sounds quite thin, doesn't it? Long time since I heard one of those. They're quite noisy and aggressive. Let's check out the pitch shifter. So delay mode 2. Delay mode 3. That's it, and the more out of that one. The Ds3. Yeah, you gotta really jack this one up because and then we have the mitre. Shorter delay. That's quite. Let's knock this down a little bit and kind of get a bluesy sound out of it. Yeah, so that's it. That's a 1988 Fantasy Boss Pedalboard. That's what you would have got back then if you were into the digital stuff. So thanks for watching, take care, and feel free to subscribe.